Thank you. Well, more people will be heading back to work today, wishing perhaps they had an extra week of holidays to enjoy. Well, that could soon be a reality, with a push for employers to be given 5 weeks of annual leave a year, up from the standard of 4. The move is being backed by retail giants like IKEA, also Bunnings. But not everyone's convinced, some claiming it would increase inflation, with higher staff costs then passed on to consumers. Well, Natasha Hawker is from Employee Matters and author of Hire, Fire and Everything in Between, and she joins me now. Natasha, morning to you. So workers across Australia are listening to this and saying, sorry, maybe an extra week, a possibility?
I think it could be. I think it's a great way to do a whole lot of things. The first thing is that the Albanese government have introduced an enormous amount of legislation change, and one of those is people at work, and psychosocial hazards have to be addressed. And this is a great way to address those psychosocial hazards by giving them 1 more week's leave.
How realistic do you think is the possibility? How does it gather momentum to become a thing?
Great question. I think one of the challenges we've got is we're about to hire. This is the time of year where we do a lot of recruitment, and it's really important that we think about what's in it for the employees, because that's what they're thinking. It's the tightest applicant market that I've seen in some 30 years, and you need to hire the best, but you also want to retain the best, and this is a great attraction strategy.
So you can incentivise them with that extra week. But we're actually seeing, tangible things happening here. IKEA, Bunnings starting to enter this space. Do you see it becoming a corporate movement, more following suit?
I think it will, and in many cases it already is, Matt. One of the things that we've got is people can buy leave. They've been able to buy an extra 2 weeks leave, and they can salary sacrifice, and that works really well for the employer and the employee, especially for those people who have family overseas and need to get back for weddings or funerals and still have a rest and be great and productive employees.
Absolutely. I'm loath to ask about it because the idea sounds so good, but what are the cons?
The cons are, there are a couple. The first one that's going to pop into every employer's mind is the fact that there's extra costs here. But I think those are truly offset by the increase in productivity, the increase in morale, the ability to attract and retain the best possible employees. That gives you that competitive edge. The second one is around scheduling. You're going to have to be more aggressive with the way that you schedule, or more proactive in the way that you schedule your employees. But I think it helps us with unknown leave. Often when we don't have that leave, people take their personal leave as sick days, and maybe with this we'd know that they're actually taking that leave and we can plan for that.
And you can factor that in, and it becomes built into the business cost. Natasha, thank you so much. Great to get your thoughts.
My pleasure.
Here's Nat.